How's it going, everybody? James Fred, but let's talk about it. Listen, today I want to give you guys 5 steps to get out of homelessness. And I know what some of you are probably saying, that if a person is homeless, what are they doing with a cell phone or anything to be able to watch this video? But listen, this is 2019. Cell phones are no longer a luxury, they're a necessity. So let's not even go there with it. I feel like I can make this video not because I'm a billionaire or anything like that, but because I have been there. Because I have been homeless. I have had to sleep on the street. I have had to sleep in shelters. So I was able to transition myself out of that by following some real simple steps. First step is you've got to accept your part in the situation. A lot of times, man, we get in these situations and we like to blame other people or blame the fact I got laid off or anything like that. But if we are honest with ourselves, then we'll discover that there are some things that we could have been doing before we got laid off or before whatever situation occurred that could have prevented us becoming homeless. So the first step is definitely to accept your part. The second step is to find the timeline. In other words, go back and trace and find out where the situation started to go left. Find out what happened when things started to go downhill for you. If you can find that timeline, then you can kind of find out where you messed up at and where you need to start to rebuild yourself and redo your mind state to be able to get yourself out of the situation. The third step is, and some of you may not agree with this, but that's okay. Ask God for some instruction. Because at this point, now that you've accepted your responsibility, and now that you find the timeline, now you need some instruction from God on what you need to do next. Because obviously, if you could do it yourself, you would have already done it. So you need to ask God for some instruction. Don't just ask God to take you out of the situation. You need instruction because the ultimate goal from this is for it not to ever happen again. So number 3, ask God for instruction. Number 4, begin the transition. So now that you've got your instruction, what you need to do now is you need to start the steps that are needed to get yourself out of that. Whether it's find a job, begin looking for housing, begin looking for alternatives, whatever it may be. Now you need to start that process. You need to start that transition. And listen, this step right here can be the most grueling step. You can go out and find a job and it just seems like it's still not enough money. It seems like it's still not enough coming in to bring you out. But listen to me, and this brings us to step number 5. Keep going. Man, you gotta keep going. You have to keep pushing. I can remember, man, I got a job paying $8 an hour, but I understood how this thing worked. So I worked that $8 an hour job like they were paying me $80 an hour. So what I did was I increased my value to that company. So eventually that company offered me more money. And then from there, I was able to just get my mindset together to be able to come out of that situation. And most importantly, to be able to stay out of that situation. But I'm telling you, you gotta follow these steps. You cannot bypass the process. The process is important. The process is what's going to refine your mind and change your mindset to not only get out of the homeless situation, but to also be able to stay out of it. So listen, if it's you or if it's somebody you know, man, get to them, show them this video, get them to do the steps, work with them. I'm telling you, it can change. I'm a living witness of it. I've been there. I've been through it. This isn't something that I read out of a book or out of some self-help video. This comes from pure experience. Listen, it can be done and you can have a better future for you and your family. So listen, man, I want you guys, man, to subscribe to the channel. I want you guys to like this video. Share this video. It could help somebody. Don't think that just because everybody you know isn't homeless, somebody can see this video that could help them and change their life. All right? So once again, man, let's talk about it, and I will see y'all later.